through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational.
Okay, so this guy right here, the WEF fucking bald man right here, is going to have your carbon footprint completely tracked, and they're going to use it to assign a social credit score to you in Web3, once Web3 is like a thing, and if their plan works out, which I really hope it doesn't. But say like the metaverse comes real life, right? So they would like basically attach NFTs of like carbon assets, carbon offset credits, and they would attach them to you because you'd have a digital identity. And this might not seem like too close or whatever, but I would like to point out, if we go find Polygon, oh my gosh. So these guys, Polygon Matic, layer 2 and FL2 aggregator, these guys basically issued digital identities already on their blockchain. They're an Indian blockchain. Well, I would say it's like probably India's native like cryptocurrency, Web3 tech. But anyways, these guys already made digital identities with their technology, and they used it for the caste system in India, which I don't really think is like too fucking cool personally. But so these guys already make digital identities. They operate on Ethereum, which is kind of like a captured system if you think about Infura, if you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, could they possibly be maybe using that and maybe Klima DAO in the future, because these guys make carbon offset credits that are like digital smart contracts that represent a treasury, but they're basically offset credits, but you could issue them, you could potentially issue them as an NFT attached to an address, and say that address is your CBDC wallet, and each good or thing that you buy would have a ESG NFT also tracked to it. So it's basically like a new tax that they're making up for humanity. Like they're gonna tax your behavior and your habits and the type of person you choose to be, which is just like a complete invasion of privacy. And you also got to realize technically that is a form of like manipulation and influence, because if you influence someone's money, that influences their socioeconomic status, their outlook on how they use their capital. So really this is just a huge invasion of privacy, and I feel like it'll be a new way to create attacks on people's behavior, and also it will allow companies to potentially be able to manipulate behavior. And I really think that is what they're after. The World Economic Forum is all about what they call, it's like re-engineering the social contract. That's what it was. So like, because your social contract is to be green, because the WEF says it is, they're going to be tracking everything you do. But this I wanted to show you for the United States. This is the Loomis Gillibrand Responsible Financial Innovation Act. So basically, if this gets passed, it's in Senate right now. I think it'll probably pass because it'll it'll be the regulation that's needed. That's why I think the FTX attack is an inside job, because it's basically like happening in tandem. Like, you know, I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. Maybe my timelines are wrong. Or I'm just like too much of a conspiracy theorist. But anyways, so the Loomis bill is how they're going to tax all this, you know, how they're going to financially regulate it. Look, there's an IRS guide for your tax guy, analysis of, so this is for like stuff like pensions and like 401k, mining and staking, conforming amendments. Look, they define everything. Responsible consumers, source code version of digital assets. So, I mean, ultimately, this will be really good for crypto if it passes. It'll probably legitimize. I'm not going to go through all of this because, like, it's just like, it's, like, I can't describe all that. Yeah, I encourage you to go read it because there's really just so much to it. But, you know, if you're in the United States right now, you just experienced another basically rigged election. If you're not familiar with what happened recently with FTX is a cryptocurrency exchange. Let me just try and explain this little graphic here for you. So basically what the government's been doing is taking tax money from the American people, moving it through the various bureaucracies and departments of state within the United States. They've been handing that money, essentially giving quote-unquote foreign aid to Ukraine. And then what Ukraine looks like it was doing, and you guys, I really encourage you to go verify the stuff yourself, but I mean, the story's pretty much blowing up right now. But basically, Ukraine was investing in fraudulent bullshit cryptocurrency projects via FTX. And FTX was an sort of a pseudo-American exchange that was in bed with the Democratic Party here in the United States, which if you haven't been living under a rock, you've known they've been fucking cheating for a long ass time. So basically, this was a money laundering scheme that has taken place in the quote-unquote freest nation in the world. It's really clear what happened here. Anyways, after they were basically, you know, falsely giving aid and laundering their own money back through to themselves. I mean, this is basically just to obfuscate, you know, taking your money and giving it back to themselves. So in my opinion, the election results are total, you know, bullshit. They should be called off, because they really don't have any validity, because you're dealing with people who would literally launder your tax money to quote unquote fight a war. I mean, this is fucked up in so many ways. Let's see some other stuff. Here's a good
Ukraine crypto. Let me tell you how all that connects. Ukraine military aid from the U.S. was invested in crypto FTX by Ukraine. It starts with a man called Sam Bankman-Friedman, literally named Bankman. First off, he donated $50 million to the Biden campaign, right there, number 5th on the list. And of course, number 1, Mr. Soros.
And he is funding everything you can think of. Global warming.
It's one of the biggest problems that we have to tackle together as a world.
COVID-19 preparedness.
We have to be ready for the next pandemic.
Red flag, red flag, red flag. I'm just connecting the dots here. Head of SEC, former professor at MIT.
Oh man. Okay, so that was completely quiet. I'll have to cut this. But anyways, yeah, you got this fucking clown saying, "Oh, we gotta prepare for the next pandemic." Like, the next pandemic, motherfucker. What do you mean the next pandemic? the first one was a total fucking fake. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So this is who we got laundering money for the Democratic Socialist Party of the United States, if we're just going to call it what it is. And I stopped on this global warming part because I wanted to say, like, the ESG score that companies give each other, all of that is bullshit. It's part of their New World agenda. It's part of an agenda to give you a social credit score. It's kind of like what they're doing in China, except the credit score here, everything is going to be tied to your consumption. It would go like they would assign an NFT to each, good or piece of food that you buy that would have a certain amount of carbon offsets attached to it. So it's basically a new tax that they're coming up with for you. Anyways, so you got basically this whole trail of insiders. Oh yeah, this is also crazy. Fucking SBF and FTX basically have the pedophile logo on their fucking bullshit. So I mean, like, if you have your head in the sand this much, like, it's so obvious now about what's going on. Like, you don't even need to sound like a conspiracy theorist. You don't really even need to sound crazy. But yeah, like, this is kind of another graphic explaining what's going on. This fucking lying, cheating asshole sending BS aid to Ukraine, and then Ukraine is reinvesting that back in to bullshit crypto projects here at this, this asshole's fake exchange that they stole from you on. And then this asshole is not reinvesting, he's basically sending a kickback to fucking Sleepy Joe. So fuck all these people. Yeah, and here's kind of another tweet that it kind of explains what's going on with all these elections. And Florida gets their vote tally done in like less than a day or a day, and everywhere else is like, oh man, it's taking so long to count the ballots. Well, this is why. I mean, you literally have a criminal organization here, and this is provable. I think some of this will actually go to court, like the SEC. I mean, you never know, because one of the insiders, the CEO of Alameda, was like the fucking daughter of a fucking SEC former chairman or something. So like, it reeks of fucking insider bullshit like every other fucking scam. So who knows if they'll ever, be held accountable or serve time. But like, it's very, very so clear what's happening. And I'm not saying maybe the Republicans are actually doing something like this, but what I'm saying is, whatever side of the party or the aisle you're on, like, this is so clear. It's so fraudulent. I don't think there was really anything else. I mean, FTX is a World Economic Forum partner. So, I mean, another red flag right there. Yeah, this is another funny meme. You got these draconians saying, and then we literally just named him Bankman. Like it's so insulting, really. Anyways, oh yeah, here's another one. So this is Sam's fucking mom basically donated billions to the Biden administration, and then they started their little money laundering scheme. Anyways, fuck these assholes. Get your socialist bullshit out of my fucking country. Get the fuck out. Oh yeah, here was another one. I know this is literally just like random anecdotal shit right now, but go follow these guys on Twitter. Do your own research. This is just like, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Because like literally every single day there's a new fucking retarded scam thing that they're trying to pull over the American people. But anyways, just want to do a quick update. You got, the Democratic Party of the United States and the World Economic Forum socialist fucking assholes laundering money through Ukraine, and kind of just doing this little cycle thing, this washing. And this guy this entire time was basically stealing money from international investors, United States investors, stealing from U.S. retail investors, all sorts of people. And this was just so fucking this dickhead could get more fucking money for himself. So this is a criminal enterprise of a massive, massive scale. You know, if you live in Britain or you live in Europe, you already know your governments are criminal enterprises as well. I mean, just think about all the migrants that they're letting in to your countries and all the destruction and crime that they allow. It's basically what's happening here in the U.S. in the larger cities like Chicago and L.A. They're basically legalizing crime because you have crony assholes like this who are just doing their own thing. I don't really know who this guy is. I just know he's involved in this laundering thing. But you have assholes like this. They're basically legalizing crime. Like, crime is like legal now, and you got a fucking cult of satanic pedos doing money laundering. So, anyways, it's really sad. I don't think any of the elections are here. Just watch.
And it's extremely easy to get admin access on this machine. So let me show you how quick it is. It's about a little under 2 minutes. All they have to do, this bad actor, would be to open up this machine by pressing this button right here. When it's off, removing the card reader, removing this, you don't need any tools to do this. Unplugging this, again, you don't need any tools to do this. Turning it on, all you have to do is pick this lock here with a ballpoint pen, open this up, press the red button, and we're gonna let it boot up here, and then I'll show you the admin access. So it's loading what they call a secure voting terminal right now.
Okay, so basically you have this lady demonstrating how you could quote-unquote hack into a voting machine. I wouldn't even call this hacking. I mean, like, literally, damn well you fucking know too, there are literally middle schoolers who could fucking probably figure out this shit. I mean, like a tech-savvy person could figure this shit out in like 5 fucking minutes. But, I mean, if you can even call it hacking. But basically she's saying you can get administration access to voting machines. And I believe this is United States since she has an American accent. And, you know, our elections have been under fraud for years here. So that's just really sad that you have voting machines that can be hacked super easy. You have a giant money laundering scheme via these assholes. I mean, it's just disgusting, really. I mean, this is absolutely fucking pathetic. You know, if I really wish we could just have like back in the day where it was like you could challenge someone to a duel. That would be cool. I would like challenge Bill Clinton or fucking Sam Bankman-Fried to a duel and just like shoot them. That'd be so cool if it was like fucking 1830s where it was like you had to like be a fucking gentleman and like face up to the bullshit that you did, and you can just call someone out on a duel. That'd be sick, because I'd fucking kill all these motherfuckers if we could do a duel. I'm not saying I would do that just for fun, obviously, you know, because I'm not that crazy guy. But these assholes are kind of turning people into crazy people is another thing you got to realize. I mean, they're just blatantly fucking pissing and shitting in your face when they do stuff like this. Anyways, fuck these assholes. What else? Fuck Joe Biden. You know, go buy a gun before they try and take away your Second Amendment, because they're coming after that too, probably. I mean, they're coming after your money. They're coming after everything, bro. They're not going to fucking stop. I don't even know if anyone is ever going to be even accounted or held accountable for this, is what's crazy. But anyways, that's just some anecdotal stuff. Sorry if that was annoying. Peace out.